Do you reckon you could make your own cooking video now with like completely like just Marionisms?
I reckon I could.
I reckon you could.
I'm up for the challenge. I've got enough of your Marionisms to get through it. I'm a legs and thighs girl, kind of.
It sounds so bad when you say it, Dax. You should never say that. Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Marion's Test Kitchen. Okay, so this is the series where I test out the cool techniques, the methods, the gadgets, the products, so you don't have to. That's right. And today I'm doing something very exciting because I'm going to be testing out some of my favorite recipes, but using only a rice cooker. Looks pretty good. Now, I'm proud to say that I have partnered with Panasonic for this episode, and I gotta say, I've been testing out Panasonic appliances now for around about a year, and so many cool things, so many cool, amazing dishes that I've made in my Panasonic appliances. And so I am looking forward to testing out with my little friend here. So this guy here kind of looks unassuming, but there's 16 auto functions here. I mean, obviously it can cook rice, but then there's these other cool functions like clay pot, bread and cake making, soup, slow cooking. So I want to test out some of these cool functions and see just how many amazing things I can make in here. I'm going to start off by making kind of like a marinade slash sauce. We've got sweet chili sauce, soy sauce, some Chinese Shaoxing wine, fish sauce, dark soy sauce, brown sugar. I'm going to mix the ingredients until they're well combined. Now I need to slice the ribs into single pieces and add them into the marinade. I'm not going to lie, like it kind of feels a bit weird to be putting meat in the rice cooker. I'm going to give that a really good mix. This is going to be game changing. Like if you can use your rice cooker as also a slow cooker and also a baking device, I mean, pretty fun. That's technology winning right there. Okay, so the big thing for me now is how long. I'm thinking if I'm gonna do ribs in the oven on the stovetop, like I reckon like an hour and a half. So let's try with that. Okay, so an hour and 30. There we go. The ribs cooked a lot quicker than I thought they would. I was estimating an hour and a half, they only took an hour. I'm gonna take them out of the rice cooker, add a little bit of honey to the sauce, and then cook them for another 10 minutes or so until the sauce is thick. Then I'm gonna pour that sauce all over the ribs, mix until well coated, and now they're ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna get some more sauce on here, and you know what I'm just thinking now? Like, it's also cool that I didn't get any kind of sauce or anything sticking to the bottom of the pan either. Sesame seeds. Let's eat these. So good. I mean, look at them. They look ridiculous. So I'm thinking let's really put the rice cooker to the test and see if we can make like a slow braised beef situation faster. I'm gonna start off with toasting some spices. Let's do that bread cake function. Get nice and hot. Put some cumin seeds, coriander seeds, and peppercorns into the rice cooker bowl. And I'm just gonna heat that until I can just smell those spices. Because the reason you toast the spices is so that they release all of their essential oils and aromas and fragrances, which you would know, wouldn't you, Dax? Because you've heard me say that a million times. Do you reckon you could make your own cooking video now with like completely like just Marionisms?
I reckon I could.
I reckon you could.
I'm up for the challenge. I've got enough of your Marionisms to get through it. There's method to my madness. I'm a legs and thighs girl, kind of.
It sounds so bad when you say it, Dax. You should never say that.
No.
I'm going to use a mortar and pestle to grind the spices to a fine powder and just set that aside. And literally everything is just going in here. So the rest of my spices are garam masala, turmeric, chili powder, some ginger, garlic, and then some yogurt. I think a little pinch of salt might be good here as well. And then just give that a mix. Now I've got some beef here and it's like a stewing beef. So this is a chuck steak. You know, it's a secondary cut of beef, so it means it needs a long, slow cook. Typically 2+ hours. I'm gonna put my chilies in there as well. Just got some green chili. All right, so here comes the test. It's gonna go into my rice cooker. Now it's still a little warm from when I toasted the spices, so we are getting a little bit of a sear here. But what I do need here is actually the slow cook function. So I'm gonna pop that on and I'm gonna try out 2 hours because, I mean, I would need at least that if I was doing it stovetop. And then close, start. So fun, I love putting the things in, closing the start, and then that's it. So good.
Say that again.
Wait.
It's a bit like,
Whoa. I was drinking whiskey in the break again. No, I was not. Okay, so I know I said 2 hours, but it's starting to smell really great in here, and I think I can smell it. That curry sauce is, you know, almost ready. I guess the test is, I don't know whether the beef is ready, but I'm gonna get in here anyway. We're an hour early, but let's see what's happened. Looks pretty good. I mean, it's so beautifully, that curry sauce looks so nice and lush, and look at that color. I love all of that. So let's pull a piece out. And we'll do the old fork test, hey? Look at that fork tender. I mean, that's so cool in like an hour. I think because this is enclosed and you've got steam action happening in there like you would when you steam or cook rice, the steam must be cooking the meat faster. That is super tender. It's so amazing. We definitely don't need the 2 hours. We're good. I can literally like serve up my curry. Like, you know, I was hopeful about this at the beginning of the day, right? Because the rice cooker does have a slow cook function. What I was not expecting was the efficiency of it. So how much quicker it would be in the actual rice cooker. Oh, look how thick that sauce is and everything. Like, just literally just dumped it in there and that's what came out. I literally, honestly, if you are someone who cooks and you cook slow braised curries like I do, and you can do that in an hour, game changing. It's so good. I'm gonna take this rice cooker home. Am I allowed? I can take it home, right? So the idea with dessert, I think, is to make something that's really show-stopping, but really easy. Because I think if we're gonna use this appliance, we should be using it in a way that's making life easier. So what I'd like to do is make like a really cool berry pudding using the bake function. For my berry steamed pudding, I'm going to put the strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and some caster sugar into the bowl of the rice cooker. Just give that a mix. I'm going to kind of like crush these a little bit. In a separate bowl, I'm going to cream together butter and sugar and then add in my eggs and whisk until light and pale. Now I'm going to go in with some sour cream, need some milk, and some vanilla bean paste. I'll just give that a mix. Now I can fold in my dry ingredients. So I've got self-raising flour and some baking powder. I am so ready for dessert. How many things have I eaten today? We just call this episode, how many things can Marion eat in one day? All right, so I'm just gonna spread this out a little so it covers those berries. And I guess what I'm looking for here is I kind of wanna be able to turn this out so I have a really lovely berry topping on the top, like once I flip it out. So we'll see. So now everything's in here. I'm just going to close this up and we're using our bake function. I want to do 40 minutes and start. We're here. It's ready, Dax. Are you ready? Because this is ready. Whee! Ooh, look at that. The berries have like bubbled up in there. Oh, it looks so fluffy. Oh, it feels fluffy. Oh, it smells good. Oh, I think this is gonna be good. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's stuck, which is good, but my thing is that I kind of want it to like tip out and I want those berries to be on the top. Ta-da! Look at that side. Look how spongy it is. I love that. Look at that. It's kind of pretty. It's like your little steamed pudding kind of business. If I'm being picky, the top probably isn't as smooth as I would like it. But do you know what's going to fix that? Icing sugar. It's like magic dust. Look at my thing that I just made in the rice cooker. I love it. I have loved so much about today. I think it's about to get better though, because I'm going to cut into here. Drum roll. It looks so fluffy and light and so nice. Oh my goodness. Little dollop of cream. So good. Look at that. And I think like the cool thing is also, like if you're not an expert, you know, cake baker, just being able to put everything in here and press the start button is kind of pretty cool. Oh yeah. So yum. I mean, the texture of it is perfect. It's so like soft and pillowy. Oh, I really feel like we've had a great successful day together. I've eaten so many things, but the protein, I mean, being able to make a curry in here, being able to make pork ribs in here, and actually being able to do it faster than regular method is like total game changer for me. And then I really love this dessert. I think it's got like such a lovely, light, beautiful pudding kind of texture. I'm really happy with that. So overall, I think we're winning. We won. Me and the rice cooker won the day.